everybody, this is Jen. I am so glad you found me again this week. This is the Little Greenery, and I'm so glad you came back because there's an herb that I really want to talk to you about this week. And it's one of my favorites. And I know I'm going to be asking you to believe the impossible. Mindset is a powerful tool, isn't it? And I know that many of you are already in the mindset that this herb is nothing but a weed and a nuisance. And in your yard, I would probably agree with you. But dandelions have so many medicinal properties in them that I cannot wait to share this with you. First of all, it's springtime here and in the United States. And that means that dandelions are just coming out, and so those leaves are nice and crisp and new, and they are really good in a salad. The whole plant is edible, and you can use the leaves in a salad. They taste very similar to a turnip. It is a bitter herb, and there's a good reason for that, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But one thing that I want to tell you is that dandelion in itself is loaded with minerals and vitamins that our body needs. Two in particular are potassium and iron. It acts as a really strong diuretic, really good for the kidneys, helps keep the kidneys flushed and helps strengthen the kidneys. Now, as a diuretic, if we take a chemical diuretic, it depletes our potassium supply, because anytime you expel a lot of salt and water from the body, either through perspiration or urine, you lose potassium. Well, dandelion has a lot of potassium in it. So it really strengthens your body in that regard, and you won't lose potassium, and you won't have to take an additional potassium supplement. In your pancreas, it stimulates the insulin in your body, and it lowers your blood sugar. In your liver, this is where bitter comes in. What is bitter is good for the liver. So you know lemon is good for your liver, and also dandelion root is good for your liver. It detoxifies your liver, and it increases your stomach bile. So if you eat out a lot, you eat a lot of fatty foods, processed foods, stop and go restaurants, takeouts, things like that, you might have an over amount of toxicity in your liver. And dandelion root is really good to help expel that, and it's very good to increase your stomach bile so it can pull those toxins out of your liver. It's also high in iron, so it's really good if you're anemic. And it's good for arthritis issues and minor inflammatory issues. I use dandelion leaf and root a lot. Now I'll use some bulk, and I'll do just leaf if I want to get a good diuretic going in my body, or sometimes I'll use root if I've got some digestive issues and I'm not really feeling well. And I have also counseled people on using root for bile production. I always talk about using them in a tea form, and the reason is that tea really is the most mild way to take an herb. So if you don't want to really experiment with a lot of things, you can try it in tea form. It's very mild. If you have any allergies or rashes or anything would occur while you're taking an herb, just discontinue use, and those generally go away. Herbs are very gentle to our body. They've been around a long time, so they're going to know exactly what to do, and they're very gentle. Now you can do a tincture form as well. That is in an alcohol base, and that is the fastest way to get into your system. And capsule form. Your body does have to digest the capsules, takes about an hour, but you can use the capsule form as well. But I like tea. I like to introduce herbs as tea because then that gives you a little bit of a taste of how they can act, how they can function, how they can work in your body. Now let me stop and say I'm not a doctor. I'm an herbalist. I don't give medical advice. I give herbal knowledge. And the reason for my channel is not to diagnose or help you diagnose anything here. my purpose here is to inspire you to learn more. If I've touched on one issue that you're facing, and you go to a local herbalist in your own hometown, or you look online and get more information, or you even come back to me, then we've started dialogue, haven't we? And that's very good. And oh, look, we've bent that mindset a little, haven't we? And that's very good. So I want to inspire you this week to go to your grocery store. You can buy dandelion leaf and tea combination just about anywhere now. But if you can't find it at a major chain, try one of your natural grocery store chains like Whole Foods, Sprouts, or Natural Grocers. I know they have traditional medicinals. However, there are other companies out there that are just as good. So have a cup of tea this week, okay? Try dandelion, or go on a hike, find a patch of dandelions, pull those leaves and put them in a salad, and stay healthy. And come back and see me next week. I'll have more to share with you. Bye-bye.